Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to briefing on Thursday the 30th, last day of the month. Right, it's been a bit of a mixed bag this month. Definitely very sort of changeable weather. I think settled in the patterns. And I think we're ending the month certainly in that fashion. So what have we got today? Well, you can see from the chart, the monkeys have been let loose with the crayons. Lots of trough lines painted in various places, quite unstable air mass at 1012 millibars. But the isobars are reasonably well spaced, so not sort of really strong winds like it's been the last couple of days, but still from the southwesterly direction. Okay, so looking at the TAFs, Farnborough, yeah, 210, 8 knots. So it looks lighter than yesterday. And I'm thinking we'll probably start off on runway 23 and just to see how it goes. If we can think we can get away with 27, we might change there. So scattered at 3,000 feet, I think it's sort of slowly improving. But this is the important bit between sort of 11 and 4 this afternoon, showers and rain. And at prob 30, it's gone down from prob 40 earlier, tempo in the afternoon at 4,000 meters, showers and rain, and CBs, so big vertical development. That's a slight change from earlier, prob 30s. The BBC are sort of showing 35–40% chance of rain around here, so I think there will be showers, some of them hefty and slow moving, particularly looking at the upper winds, which are not particularly strong. There's nothing driving them along across here. 10 knots at 24,000 feet, and even in the middle of the country, it's only 30 knots at 24,000 feet. So at flying heights in the channel, 15 knots westerly, southwesterly, and across the centre of the country, quite light, 5 to 10 knots southwesterly. So not particularly strong at flying heights, certainly less than yesterday, and that's what makes me sort of think that we may be able to sort of get away with 27 at some point today. What appears to be happening is things stabilising out at the end of the day as a little ridge of high pressure starts to build in for tomorrow. SatPic shows some rain across here, which is tracked through, and there's some showers in here, which activity has started brewing up already, and showers down in the channel. And you can see that on the rainfall radar. Keeping a watchful eye on this, and I think we'll be shower dodging certainly for most of the day, but it will be flyable in between the showers, I'm sure. Hold things down when they go through. Temperature wise, I think that's probably about right. BBC was suggesting 17 degrees around here, 17 to 18 degrees at the peak of the day. Dew points, well, they're 11s at the moment, so quite high. Not a great temperature split. It's quite humid air as well, maybe coming down a little bit below 11, 9s and 10s across here. But that's not a sort of great split for the day. And then looking at the soundings, first of all, the predicted sounding is sort of 10 o'clock. Might have cloud base at 2,500 feet by then. Cloud tops potential to 12 to 14,000 feet. And then when you run it forward a few hours, you can start to see this line, the red line here, straightens itself out going up this way. So with sort of 16, 17 degrees again, quite unstable up through here. I think that's when you're going to start to get very big vertical development in the showers arriving out of that, and it's pretty unstable all the way through the afternoon and into the evening, but things started to stabilize out later on this evening. The actual Lark Hill this morning, unstable all the way up through here. So yeah, once it really gets a little bit of mixing in the low levels, I think we're going to start to see pretty big vertical development of the clouds and showers brewing up everywhere. Okay, so top meteo shows sort of cumulus and quite a lot of cloud in various places around us. And by sort of lunchtime, the blobs here are showers that are developing quite readily anywhere in the southeast here. This was the forecast. A bit better further north. A quick look at the rainfall radar prediction for top meteo. So by 10 o'clock, 11, 12 o'clock, the showers are developing. I think that's perhaps a little bit over dramatic, but they will be fairly heavy in places. SkySight as a check, they're showing fewer showers, certainly by 2, 3 o'clock. Showers more confined to the west, as they're predicting. Better here. So I'd like to think that's, you know, a better forecast, a bit more optimistic. Their potential flight distance is quite large down here, but it's all contained within the Southampton and Bournemouth airspace. As you can see there, they're saying it's going to be good down in here. Not much use for us, unfortunately. So, showery day, certainly flyable. Might be a bit of soaring in between the showers, but I don't think it's a cross-country day, to be honest, looking at the weather. A day off for 1 or 2 people who've been flying regularly cross-country in the last few days. Airspace-wise, looks fairly busy, but actually it's pretty straightforward. Start with the ones down here on the south coast, 9, 10 and 12. They're low-level temporary danger areas. I think they're beyond visual line of sight drone activity going on, and they're from 1 o'clock UTC or 2 o'clock local time till 6, and they're only up to 700 feet, so it's quite low. They're not huge in the areas around the Isle of Wight, Portsmouth and Leon Solent area. The main one is here, all tucked in within here. Number 29 is parachuting at Lynham. It's late this afternoon, 18:15 to 18:45 there. And then there's a Royal flight going out of Kemble. And they've got an unusual bit of airspace there. But again, it's 17:35 to 18:25 out of Kemble, an airway out to the north. Going that way, which is number 39. Unlikely to be an issue to us. Sky Demon picks it up quite nicely, but it is an unusual piece of airspace. Normally they just have a 5 nautical mile radius circle, but it's slightly different to that. So yeah, in the Lasham area and out to the west here, nothing particularly going on, but airspace starts to ramp up in the next couple of days. Obviously Silverstone is the next one, with a bit of restricted airspace in the red arrows display. I'm going to drop an email to all the members today or tomorrow, just reminding them of all the things that are going on in July through right into August. Really, it's quite busy in the sort of centre of England. Okay, operationally, as I say, we're going to go on 2-3 similar setup to yesterday, see how that goes. We do have an electric winch on trial today, so we will be using that to see how it goes. It's got Dyneema cable, and it'll be a bit of an experiment with instructors to start off with, just to see how it works. We'll have our winch alongside it, so we can pull our cables out as well if need be. But that'll be here today and tomorrow on trial. We've had electric winches here before. They give a very nice, very smooth launch, but it's a different sort of power delivery. There's no surges, it's just constant power delivery, constant torque line. So it is quite interesting. Right. Hopefully we'll get out fairly shortly, and I'll see you out there.